What's happening, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, and to all my listeners in the world? I'm Cheeto2500, and welcome to the second part of the Steam Deck, which also falls under custom critiques. Now, understandably, though, I'm pretty sure that some of you, if not most of you, have questions about it still, though. But at this point, though, I'm sure that all of your questions have been answered due to the fact that there are others who are reviewing the Steam Deck, as I am doing now. Now, it has been over a whole year that the Steam Deck was announced and released and everything, and it has gotten quite so far. So far that I have been exploring it like non-stop and everything. This thing is unbelievable, to be honest. And now with the help of the Steam Deck docking station, which was released just a couple of months back, I'm able to reiterate, what I have just explained in the first review, so that way you guys can get a clear picture on what the deck looks like, the potential you could do with it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started on this review. There is no question about it that the Steam Deck has won the best handheld gaming device of 2022. And speaking of 2022, though, it's going to be coming into a close in less than a week. So hopefully you guys have a good Merry Christmas on it, though. And hopefully you got one of these as your Christmas present, though. Because honestly, though, I would love this thing as a Christmas present, even though if I don't have it, okay? But anyways, though, going a little bit off topic. So what I'm trying to say is that this is like one of the hottest items right now, aside from the Series X or the PlayStation 5 or one of those high-tech gaming PCs out there. But don't get me wrong, though, okay? The Steam Deck does have a lot of potential, and it's been let's just say that it's been growing each and every day. And that's because the company that does it, Valve, updates it on a constant basis, though. Not to mention that they also update their dock on a constant basis, though. Like, how many of you, right, can sit down on your couch, right, and play an example game that I just got here, okay? One second, let me just enter this. Like, fucking Smash Brothers on your deck, okay? A Nintendo product on this thing, okay? Like, how many of you guys can do that, alright? Like, my goodness. Like, it's been crazy, though. So for me to reiterate, what I explained the first time around, because the first part of this review was just only the appetizer, though. Now I get to show you the main course, though. And before I begin, though, all right, after this review, though, I will be creating a new playlist for the Steam Deck specifically, so that way I could show you all the potentials, the emulation that you can do, which, by the way, is completely legal if you ask me, though. But it's a blur, but don't take my word for it. The features that you could do with it, the connectivities. Let's just say that, you'll be happy with what you see. So give me 5 minutes, to completely set this up to my TV. And yeah, enjoy the ride, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
Later.
Okay, everybody. So we're at the big screen here. Right now there's no signal is because I have not connected it yet, though. So, of course, this is what it looks like, once again. And there's the main screen here. And this long thing that's connected is my Lunar Light Xbox Series X controller. I tried to do it wirelessly earlier, but for some apparent reason, it detects it, but then it won't connect it. I don't know why. I'll troubleshoot it later, but right now it works as is. So we'll give it a shot like that. So, as of now, we'll take our cable. And we are going to instantly, sorry about that, connect it to the back of the HDMI, okay? So I wish I can show you, but it's going to be a little bit difficult, so I'll just connect it back here. And once connected, though, it should recognize it. So, yeah. You can raise the volume up here, and then you can just do the volume over here. So that way it could be easier to do. Alright, so this is what the actual game menu looks like. Oh, and I forgot to turn on the controller again. 1 second. I am so sorry. Okay, quite embarrassing. I am so sorry. Well, let's just use the deck just to see what the heck is wrong. So go to settings. Go down to Bluetooth. And yeah. And just press Xbox wireless controller and try to connect it like that. Now with any luck, it should be able to connect. I mean, it was able to connect all the other native stuff, but for some apparent reason, though, I guess when I docked it, though, let's see. Oh, okay. I just remembered something. So, if you ran into a problem where you're having a hard time disconnecting, though, all you have to do, right, is simply disconnect from the dock, like so, and then reconnect again. Sometimes you just gotta give it a jolt, you know? And thus, yep, it works now. So, no need for the Bluetooth here. So, this is not Bluetooth anyway. So now, you get to control it. Woo! Amazing, right? So, this is what the interface looks like, as you can see. I mean, I turned the light on so that way you can see it. And yeah, there's some old classics here like Super Smash Bros. Brawl. There's the PS2 emulator I'm thinking. There's an old NES called Street Fighter 2, Five Nights at Freddy's. A little bit of anime like Doki Doki Literature Club. I just got into an interest of it. Some Yu-Gi-Oh! World of Final Fantasy, Crash. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things. Even Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, it's crazy. I'm sorry. Well, let me turn off the light for a bit. Let's see if it's any better. And it is not. Sorry about that. Okay. So my point being is that, you could use this menu to navigate around. You can press the Xbox button, to do your media, your library, and all that stuff. And yeah, it's really good. And everybody loves games. We'll do a playtest. Okay. And I know just a high demanding game that we can play test. Let's do let's see what we got. Oh, perfect. The Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. A very, very demanding game. And then let's play. So yeah, it recognizes the controller right away, the gamepad, the Xbox or whatever. Because like I said before, though, Gabe Newell was a former Microsoft employee, so that's why you see your letters instead of your shapes, right? So, it's going to boot up a little bit and everything. And yeah, we'll just do a playtest. And let me just tell you guys, it's really, really worth it, honestly. I mean, this little thing, packs a lot of power, Gotta admit, looks pretty fucking good to me. Yeah. Yeah, it runs really good though. Let's just go to the settings or the options, right? And if you go to the graphics settings, right? It does your 1080 full speed. Now, I put the texture resolution and the shadow resolution low. Because the reason why is that it's not all that. I mean, it's not as powerful as, the latest desktop computers. Remember, it's a standalone mobile PC, so don't expect it to perform miracles. I will, however, leave the frames at 60 FPS. And yeah, I'll just continue the game where I last left off. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about the little light on the TV, folks, and the camera on the TV fail. I mean, when I figure out how to record the Steam Deck from its own thing, when I get software, yeah, I'll do some more research on it. But for now, though, it works. It's good. All right, you can play all your Steam games, on the big screen, just like you do your Xbox, your PlayStation, all that stuff. And hopefully I won't get copyrighted, playing this music. So yeah, look, it works freaking great. Really awesome. Pause menu, you know, everything else. And yeah, that's just one game of it, alright. Now, if you want to quit out though, you know, do your Xbox button. And then just exit out the game. Yeah, sorry if it's a little buggy like that. It's trying to catch up. Now, let's try... Ooh. Perhaps Spider-Man Remastered? Another demanding game. Now, it may look blurry for you guys and everything. That's just because, you know, I'm doing a 720p webcam. Okay, because the webcam won't include everything perfect, though. So, yeah, once I figure out how to do the recording on the Steam Deck, though, it will be months and everything. But as you can see, though, this Steam Deck can pack even the most powerful games really, really well. And I mean, I'm just so impressed by, you know, the interaction and, of course, the potential that this thing can possess. Look at this. Look at this. It's really awesome. It's great even. Wow. Yeah, hopefully I won't get copyrighted too. So, sorry about that. Oh, yeah, and not to mention that this is the Spider-Man PC remaster. This is the remastered version of like you see in the PS5 or the Xbox. Oh my God! Look at the fucking graphics on this thing. I mean, let's go to the settings, shall we? Display and graphics. Yeah, full scene 720. I mean, I could just bring this up to like fucking. Okay, I can't right now, so yeah, I could do 60 hertz, VSync. Now this is based on the settings of the dock itself, though, but that's just the display, right? Now, if you go to the graphics, though, I mean, I set it to medium because, you know, if I set it too high and all that stuff, I mean, it'll slow it down a little bit, though. So, yeah, so I find that medium is the most appropriate thing for the Steam Deck, though, so that's good. So we'll just leave it at that. And we're just going to do some little play testing, so it'll play around. You know, so that way you can see how the game runs and looks, though. In the future, though, I will be upgrading to a 4K TV very soon, so yeah, that's about it, though. And my apologies, you know, for the technical difficulties that I had with the Xbox controller. I mean, like I said, though, you just have to do a hard reset on everything, and it just seems to work, though, like disconnect and reconnect. It's a true method.
I think I can repair it at the lab.
Yeah, it's good and all. You can jump.
Getting much coverage. I should look for more towers to activate.
It's awesome, really. Like as I go through here, it's awesome. You know, it's holding up really, really well. All right, that's enough testing. Now, back then, though, you know, the Steam Deck, you know, its fan was like sounding like a jet engine, right? But then, ever since the upgrade and the new updates, though, I mean, it has been much quieter and much more, you know, manageable to work with, though. So, let's just say that, you know, this has been really, really good so far. I mean, the testing is really good. I mean, you can even play fucking Halo Infinite on this thing. I mean, you could play pretty much a whole set of library games right now. But, let me go back to my C and let me just close out, you know, the final verdict and give me some last minute, like, you know, pointers on this thing. So give me a second, give me another 5 minutes just to set everything back to normal, and I'll be with you in just a bit.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Whew, alright. Y'all seen the gameplay, y'all seen the emulators, you seen the old classics. I mean, it's really, really good though, honestly. And no need to show the desktop mode of the Steam Deck is because, you know, it will still work like a regular PC or anything like that of that nature though. But the only reason why I couldn't show desktop mode on the big screen is because some of the monitors, you know, that I had back then though do not support the, you know, the current specs, you know, of the Steam Deck docking station requirements though. So that's a bit of a bummer if you have like an old TV or something like that. So don't let that, you know, discourage you otherwise. There's always a new TV. There's always 4K. So like I said before, I will upgrade to a 4K in the near future. But for now though, this is where we stand. And the reason being that I'm not going to go any further than this is because, you know, like I said, I'm going to make another playlist, you know, featuring the Steam Deck, you know, the emulator, the potential, you know, the desktop mode, you know, all the apps on it. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that in a bit though. But for now though, let's just finish this review so that way I can give you my honest opinion about it. Here we go. Okay, so honestly though, like I said before, it's gonna be a little bit similar to what I had the first time around, right? But I might be repeating, but let's not worry about that. So for me though, since I'm a big guy and everything, I really like how it feels in my hands, okay? And for those of you that are saying that's what she said, not a good time, okay? So it may be a little bulky per se. I mean, I'm gonna give that as a, you know, a maybe on it though. But for the plus side though, you know, it's big enough, you know, for my hands to enjoy, to play. Ooh, holy crap. Apologies. I've just been, you know, on this thing for so long that I just don't have enough time to rest. I know, I should probably get some sleep right after this, which I will plan to do. So let's get back into it though. So it's the reason why it's that bulky though is just to fit in all the components, you know, the motherboard, you know, the drivers on it, pretty much everything really, because as Valve declares, the Steam Deck is in fact a mobile gaming PC. Some of you seem to forget that, okay, and started bad-mouthing it and all that stuff just to make yourselves look good, or just to make, you know, the thing that you're supporting look good too, okay? I did read, you know, some of Valve's comments and everything, especially on Twitter, and they have no intention of, you know, taking over the market industry and everything, nor running the other companies dry, okay? All they did was give exactly what the consumer wants, okay? An enjoyable interactive experience, touchscreen, Bluetooth, pretty much everything they need to use on the go. So, I guess the second pro to this one is that it's very user friendly. I mean, it's easy to understand. You know, it feels great in the hands, like I said. And yeah, you could use all your games and everything. You could continue, you know, from the cloud. I mean, pretty much, you know, you could pretty much do whatever, okay? And the third review on it, or the third pro, I should say, is this, that it has excellent support, okay? And the reason why I say excellent support is because not only is Valve, you know, updating their Steam Deck, you know, as we speak though, with fixes and everything, just to make the games that are unplayable or playable supported to verified and all that stuff, because they're still keeping that promise to have you play your entire Steam library on the go, okay? They're still fulfilling that promise though. I think the average game is about 20,000 now, or 30,000. I'm not sure how many games have been verified as, you know, as such, okay? But all I know is that Valve is doing an excellent job, if not the greatest job, okay, that I've ever seen in any company though, that actually cares, you know, about their products and of course the consumers who play them, okay? And it's not just the Steam Deck they're updating, it's also the dock as well, okay? So as the dock gets better, the deck gets better, and yeah, there's just so many, you know, things to look forward to, okay? So, what else I can say about this thing? Well, it's repeating from my last review, I think, okay? The deck has so much potential, so much hidden potential. Like, the more I explore this thing, the more curious I become though. And it gets to a point where I thought to myself, what else I can do with this thing? how much more, can I, play around with it? And just like 2 days ago, right? I tried, using a non-cloud, Steam game, right? Try to transfer all the files from my PC over here to the deck and everything. Now, it was a little bit tricky at first though, because it works, but then I had to do something else with it though. So I guess you could say that it was a success, because I was able to play one of them from my PC to the deck though, with file transfers and everything. And of course though, more information will be available in the upcoming playlist of the Steam Deck. So where does this deck stand exactly, okay? And I did say that this was my final review on it though. So after everything that I have seen here, right? The games you can play, the potential that it holds, a desktop feature. I mean, the powerful specs, okay, in comparison to the Nintendo Switch. No offense, Switch guys, but the deck, in technical specs wise, has you beat. I'm really, really sorry though. I know how much you guys want to defend the Switch and everything. I know how much you guys want to defend the Xbox or the PlayStation and everything, but all Valve did was just create a very, very unique product, strong in fact, that seems to be winning over the mobile market, okay? And it still continues to do so even to this day. I mean, it did win Best Handheld Gaming Device of 2022 on the Steam Awards. Okay, like, how much more proof do y'all need? Alright? They're not self-promoting or anything. They will gladly give the award to either Switch or any other handheld, right, of that. But, like I said, it's the specs that matter, okay? And that's exactly what the people want. So anyway, back to my final verdict, okay? I gave it a 4 out of stars at first because of the things that I ran into, though, the problems that I ran across and everything. But it can be troubleshooted, alright? And clearly the pros far outweigh the cons in this case, okay? And I'll give you a hint though, my review has changed dramatically ever since, okay? And that's because, there's so much more to learn from this thing, okay? So much more to learn from Valve. So, without further ado, okay? Not only will I give this a 5 out of 5 stars, right? I'm also giving it the official LaCie seal of approval. This thing is totally worth it. Worth every single dollar or currency or whatever you wanted to call it, okay? And because Christmas was here like a day or two ago, I hope you got one for Christmas. Because if you didn't though, you are missing out on a great deal. But luckily for you though, Valve has announced, right, a few weeks back, maybe a month or two back, that they have just a lot more than enough Steam Decks, to be handed out without a reservation though. So all you gotta do, log into your Steam account, reserve one. Well, actually, don't reserve it. Buy one from their marketplace, and then in 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more or less, you will get your hands on a fresh, brand new Steam Deck. So, I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you all so much for coming in, though. Only less than a week away till the new year of 2023. So, coming up after this, though, I will be doing my New Year's resolution speech of 2023. So, yeah. Stay tuned, take care, and pretty much honestly though, I think that things will get better from here. Take care of yourselves and each other. See you in the next video.